So the legendary Kamaru Usman has big plans if he is able to get past Joaquin Buckley this weekend. One of those big plans is a fight, a super fight, if you will, against Islam Makhachev. I mean, it would absolutely be a super fight, especially given the fact that, I'm pretty sure they're friends more than enemies. Kamaru Usman, I think they all share the same manager too. I think they're all managed by Ali Abdulaziz. I'm pretty sure. So, but either way, it would be a great fight. If these two were willing to fight each other, it would be absolutely great. It's a high level fight. Despite Kamaru Usman previously stating that he is nearing the end of his career, it seems like he has really big plans still. He once used the term "tread left on the tires," and it seems like he's not running on broken tires at all. It almost seems like maybe during this time off he was able to buy new tires, and he's running on some brand new ones because beating Joaquin Buckley and then moving on to challenge for the belt isn't a end of the career sort of thing. I mean, it might be if you're trying to do if it's like one final run, but usually when a fighter's nearing the end of their career, it's mostly like one more big fight and that's it. But it seems like Kamaru Usman is going to have this big fight against Joaquin, and if he's able to come out the victor, he wants another big fight against Islam Makhachev, which is great. I'm a Kamaru Usman fan. I like him. Still have nightmares about Leon Edwards beating him that way, and I hate Leon Edwards and have hated him till this day because of what he did to Kamaru Usman. So it would make me happy to see Usman beat Joaquin. It would also make me happy to see Joaquin beat Usman because I also like Joaquin Buckley. So it's a kind of win-win event this weekend. But staying on the topic of Kamaru Usman, it would be great to see him go on one last huge run. Maybe even maybe if he's even successful with this run, he prolongs his career by however many years. So that would also be great to see because I like Kamaru Usman. I like to see him fight. He's very well-rounded, a really gifted fighter, both on the ground, on the feet, inspiring too outside the cage. He's just cool. He's an all-around cool guy, and I would love to see him be successful once again at the top of a division and maybe at the top of the entire organization if he's able to, again, make a huge successful run and rack up defenses as he once was doing, years ago. So, yeah, let's talk about Kamaru Usman versus Islam Makhachev and what I think would happen if Usman was able to get past Buckley and Islam was able to get past JDM and the two meet at the top of the welterweight division. Yeah, I mean, I think both guys are equally well-rounded. I think Usman is again, like I said before, gifted on the feet, gifted on the ground. Usman's got some really stellar straight punching as well. Gonna come in this fight with the reach advantage. Islam Makhachev, again, gifted everywhere as well. Gifted on the ground with that Dagestani grappling that has been ever so dominant time and time again in the UFC. Also on the feet, he is very good. Some might say he is the update to the Dagestani fighter because he's added some really stellar striking in comparison to Khabib, who had striking but not as great striking as Islam currently. Yeah, it's a tight fight. It's a 50-50 fight, I think. I think this is a 50-50 fight. It's a really close fight. I almost want to say it would be on par with what would have been a close fight as well between Islam and Arman Tsarukyan before Arman twisted his back the night before. I think Arman was going to come into that fight posing some problems for Islam, and not really huge problems. The only problem would be this guy is actually on your level. Islam has fought a lot of guys who just weren't on his level, but I think Arman Tsarukyan would have been on his level, if Arman was able to fight Islam at lightweight. But again, yeah, Islam versus Usman, it's a tight fight. It's a close fight. a 50-50 fight. I think I could go either way here. I'm gonna go with youth. I think, despite this being a close fight, I think, Islam being the younger guy, he's going to have more energy, especially down the stretch, which should give him, a couple extra punches, which is going to give him a couple extra points on the scorecard. So, when it comes to takedowns, I think Islam might even win there. Maybe he might get like a couple extra takedowns more than Usman. But again, if Islam's able to take Usman down, I would trust Usman, especially with the experience he has to get right back up if he's taken down by Islam. So yeah, it's a competitive fight. It's a close fight. But I think it will be a fight that Islam will win purely based off of youth. If it was a younger Usman, I think it would be even closer, and I would have probably chose Usman to win. I would have probably chosen Usman to win that fight if it was younger prime Usman. But we're dealing with an older Usman here who is still great, but also nearing the end of a career with a really bad knee. So, yeah, give me Islam. And this is me saying all this despite me also choosing Joaquin Buckley to win this weekend. So I don't even think Usman's going to get past Buckley. But if he does, and he was able to get to Islam, I would go with Islam, because of the youth. I think despite youth, Islam and Usman are equally well-rounded, equally talented. And if it was a younger Usman, we might have even had a draw, or Usman would likely have come out on top. But bottom line, I don't know if Usman gets past Buckley this weekend. We got to wait and see. It's the fight game. Anything can happen. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notifications on. Most importantly, turn the notifications on. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Glove knowledge.